my beautiful viewers. How are you feeling? Ask me, Sanet. How are you feeling? Oh, thank you for asking. I am over the moon. I'm over the moon. I've got three amazing guests here. And my one of my sponsors, Chaminda, is here. I am truly excited. So our title today is Unstoppable Spark. So what do you have inside of you? That beautiful light that's unstoppable. Do you have one light? Do you have a few lights? I have a few lights because I do have a project on this and I have a project on that, and I have to make sure that my project is going, and I actually have quite a few. So I've got a lot of sparks. And by the end of the day, I will ask myself, Sanet, did you leave your sparkle in somebody's heart and memory for the day? And every day I can do a air tick and say, yes, I did. And I will also send a kiss up to God. So, how many sparkles are you bestowing on other people? And don't forget about yourself. You have to have some of that sparkle for yourself as well. So first of all, I'm going to play my beautiful Jose Escobar's video. He's one of my amazing sponsors. And then I am going to bring in Tremenda, and I'm going to let him say a few words, and then we will play his sponsor video. And then guess what? Then we've got Wendy and Bernadette that will also be entering the studio after Shaminda's video. Are you ready? Are you ready? I am. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Jose Escobar, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. We're a growing tribe, a community of some of the highest level entrepreneurs all around the world, over 440 plus members. We are in 46 states across the US and over 24 international countries, growing every single day to the tune of one new member per day on average, Monday through Friday, with a retention that's massively high. And why do we retain a lot of our members? Why are we growing so fast? Because we're bringing the best of all entrepreneurs from all different backgrounds under one roof. We're doing some special things here. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to scale your influence, make more money, get more clients, referrals, leads, collaborations, endorsements, you name it, this is the hub for you. Check out connectedleadersacademy.com. We would love to welcome you in. Thank you.
Here is my other sponsor, my beautiful Chaminda. And can you see? Thank you, my beautiful Chaminda. Please introduce yourself. And then will you be so kind to tell the viewers the reason that you have sponsored the Power Hour TV show, please?
Well, I'm the CEO of CT Marketing. What we do is we help entrepreneurs find their ideal clients without them having to spend too much time on social media or organic ways. So that's what we do. I have a team. We help them find their clients. Why we sponsor Power Hour TV? This is one of the uh, in if I talk in two different levels. Firstly, the energy. It's a different level of energy that's created by Sanet, and this is amazing energy. Everyone needs this kind of energy to go through their day, go through their months. So this is one reason why. And what Sanet does is help other entrepreneurs, businesses, coaches to express themselves and to bring out what they have. So that's also helping the community, and we are all for it. So those are the two reasons why we are working along with the Senate, and we are working together as well, which is also a plus point. Thank you.
Thank you. So, my beautiful I'm going to play your video, your new video. Wah, ah, ah, wah, ah, ah. and then we will bring in your two beautiful clients. So this is the first of a series of collaboration where you and me are going to speak to your beautiful clients and tell and find out a little bit about their businesses. And then we've got commercials. So my beautiful viewers, please, in the show notes down below, you can find Chaminda's details, Jose's details, and Wendy and beautiful Bernadette. And then with the commercials, it will also be going out after the show as well. So are you ready? So, Chaminda, can I play your video?
Yes, please.
Okay, here we go.
Like you're wandering through a maze with no exit, struggling to find clients? You're not alone. I've helped countless entrepreneurs find their way out in just 7 days.
I have to say, Chaminda, your team absolutely is amazing, and I could not have made a better choice.
I think you're the greatest blessing I believe I've had in a long time in my life, along with your staff.
They have made the biggest difference in my business.
And I can help you too. When you book a call with me, you will get access to my $997 course for free about how to find clients in just 7 days. It's like a GPS to success. The best part is when you book a call, you will also get a free landing page built for your business. And scan the QR code and book a call. See you inside.
Just do it. You're not going to regret it.
Here we are, here we are. So thank you so much, Chaminda, for your beautiful video. I love the new one. I love the new one. May I give it all over to you now, firstly? Please introduce your amazing clients, and then after the introduction, I will start off with the questions, but we will have like a tag team question. So all over to you, my beautiful Chaminda.
So first, I'll introduce Wendy Melrose. She's an amazing person, beautiful soul, and I've been working along with her. Actually, to be honest, she helped me get a book on Amazon within a couple of days. So I'm not going to say any more. This is amazing, and that's Wendy Melrose. And we got Bernadette. Bernadette has been with us for a couple of months now, working together. And after a few weeks, she brought in her other business as well to us, and her 4A's Electrical Services, which is in Sacramento area. And she's an amazing woman. She wants to help people with their retirement. So we'll talk a lot more later today. But yeah, Bernadette is an amazing person.
Wow. Thank you so much for that, Chaminda. So, my beautiful Wendy, may I ask you, can you please introduce yourself and tell us how are you serving the world, my beautiful one?
Hi, so Wendy Melrose with In the Zone. So I consider myself the steward, as God given me the honor to work with anyone in the world who wants to write a story of impact, whether for business or for coaching, for speaking, or for personal impact to help the world. And I do that in a way that also protects you, your rights, and your pocketbook. That and I could say more if you want.
Beautiful, beautiful. And my beautiful Wendy, it's so important that when you can capture your story, the legacy will be there forever.
Yeah, well, and also it's either something you want to share with your loved ones, or it can be something you want to share with the world to help people get to where they're going. So many times we all struggle alone because we're like, I don't think really anybody else. Well, there's 7 billion of us who have each unique stories. And those stories are meant not to be kept locked in our heart, but to be shared with others to help them avoid. Those who are wise will look for those who have been there before them and be able to avoid any hiccups and get to their destination faster. So help make what we've all been through with purpose.
I loved it. So we're going to circle now to Bernadette, but when we come back to you, please tell us how will you advise a person that really wants to do a book, have never done a book, are very scared to do a book, and how will you advise that person? So I will circle back. Thank you. My beautiful Bernadette, may I ask you to please introduce yourself and tell us how are you serving the world, my beautiful one?
Okay, thank you. Um, my name is Bernadette Velasquez, and originally I came from the Philippines, but currently I am here in Sacramento, California. Well, I've been doing business and doing a lot of help to a lot of people, but recently I feel like it is a calling, especially when I heard someone said, "Why do you put a question when God already put a period?" So, yeah, God, okay. But actually, I hear that from Joel Olstein. It's one of the New York Times best author. But it's like when I hear that, it seems like I think this is what I am here because there's a lot of retirees right now questioning themselves, doubting themselves, wherein they are already in the states where they are now retired or on retirement. It's time for them to shine out. It's just like from the worm on the ground. It's just like it's their time to step on the leaf in order for them to turn into a dragonfly and fly and enjoy the world to see what's in there rather than simply staying on the ground. It's just like before they're closing to the end of their life. It's like they deserve to enjoy everything. They deserve to enjoy all the fruits that they have been working for in their entire life for 40 hours or 40 years. So it's time for them to enjoy everything. So that's where I am right now.
Oh, I've got goosebumps, goosebumps. So when I circle back to you, I would like you to think about the concept that you can explain that when people go on retirement, they feel like they're not worth something for the community. What advice will you be able to offer retirees? So myself, I love the ikigai. It's a Japanese concept. I will never retire. I will be 60 years young this year, and I've
Yes.
got halfway of my life because I want to be 120. I will never retire. But we
Yes.
will circle back to you. Thank you so much. My beautiful Shaminda, um, you and your amazing team is also helping me, and I'm very impressed with everything they are doing for me. So thank you. So tell me, if you have your first time that you have a client, what is all the aspects that you are looking so that you can serve a client on a specific outcome?
Well, first we need to find out where they are. So we need exact clarity. If you don't know where they are, we can't get them anywhere. It's like a navigator, right? GPS. We need to know where we are, we need to know where we want to go, and then we can find the route. So that's the first thing. We need to find out exactly where they are and then slowly build what is necessary in order to get to where they want to go.
I love that. So, and then next, when we circle back, that will be your turn to ask the ladies two questions. But I'm first, so let me circle back to beautiful Wendy. So, my beautiful Wendy, can you give some advice for a new author?
Mhm. So the best thing is to remember your story should always. I learned this from a coach. His name is Dallas Amston, and I always like to give honor to him because it came from him at one of my events. That we want our story to go from pain to promise, not just from pain to pain. We want to take our readers on a journey. And I'm not even talking about personal pain. It can be a business pain. It can be anything we've been through that we want to take them on the journey. We want to go from here to here and then take them to the journey in between. So, and then also people get like, well, I don't know how to do it. Well, there is ways to use AI to create the outline. I'm not saying you want to necessarily always use AI to write the book, but when we want to take what's inside of us, sometimes we get in our head And so it's a way for us to tell our story, get it out. And if you're like, but I'm not a good writer, well, AI can clean it up, and where it's still your word, it's still your voice, it's still your heart. And you're just putting all the information in there and just say, please don't change the heart of my story or my voice, but please, fix the spelling, fix the grammar, make it cohesive. And I'll go, bloop, 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 and it's done. And then we outline. And then you also can use it to help you create an outline to help you stay on track. Because a lot of times we talk in circles because we don't have the order. So if we say, this is my audience, this is my ideal target for this book, this is the pain I want to identify with them that they're going through, this is the promise I want to get them to, help me create an 11 chapter outline. I like to use odd numbers. Most of the world likes odd numbers. And then you have it where then it helps you stay on track. And then you write it from your heart. And then people are like, but then what do I do with it afterwards? You have to tell the world. Okay, so anyone that's ever watched a Hollywood movie, they start talking about it way before it releases. So even if you haven't even put pen to paper yet, start talking about what is in your heart and get on social media all the time. If you need someone to help you, have Chaminda's team help you. Get out there. Tell them, like, hey, I want to this is what I want to talk about this week. This is my heart. This is what going to be about my book. This is going to be chapter 1. This is going to be chapter 2. This is a sneak peek in chapter 11. And just talk about it all. You can't talk about it enough, because then people will be excited about your story. They want to hear about your story, and they know that you're going to transform their lives. And so they'll get excited, start building an email list, and then start saying, hey, my book's going to launch in 40 days, in 30 days, in 10 days, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. And then you put it on Amazon. You can put it on Amazon yourself. Don't get bamboozled into hearing someone, I'll pay $15,000 to someone to put it on Amazon. You can do that for free. Where I recommend people do invest their money is someone to help them with the accountability process, the formatting, the cover design, the prayer, and the encouragement that it takes to get done with the book. So don't just get, sold a bill of goods when it comes to publishing your book. There's a lot of sharks, a lot of deception, a lot of lies out there. So I believe that if it sounds good to be true, it probably is. They're not going to do the marketing for you. You have to do it yourself, or hire Chaminda's team.
Wow. That's also one of my big calling at the moment, my beautiful one, and to continue with my publishing house, because of all the shenanigans of other publishers that have not do our beautiful Diamond Beauties or Tanzanite any good. Just show me your nails quickly.
I
I
do
love it. I love it.
My daughter turned 13 over the weekend, so we treated ourselves to some pretties.
Oh, it's beautiful. I just follow. Thank you so much for that. So, my beautiful Bernadine, do you have some advice for people that feel that they know almost nothing because nobody really wants them? Can you highlight that important message that they are actually our wisdom keepers, and we cannot throw them down out the bath water? I think that's the English saying. I hope it's the English saying, because it's an Afrikaans saying, my home language, Afrikaans.
Okay, so thank you once again for the opportunity to talk about my niche. Okay, so the way I help people is, it's like, as a coach, as a retirement coach, I am like their guide. Just like Shaminda said, I'm like a GPS. And when you use the GPS will be there to guide you. The GPS will not be the one to drive the car. So my client will still be the one to drive the car. Okay. So I'll just be there to guide them. In order for them, the GPS, to help the driver should put in the address. It is like, where are we? Where do you want to go? So it's like, start where you are, what you have, what you do not have. So where you are right now, so that's where we get started. And then you plug in where you want to go. As you plug in where you want to go, I'll give you direction. I'll be your guide. And then from the time the GPS will tell you it's traffic here, go to this route or something, I'm just giving you a reminder, but it's up for the driver to follow my reminder or not. So if the client, the driver really want to get there on time, then I give them the direction. But if they don't follow the guide I'm giving them, it's up for them because they're a driver. But along the way, if they change their mind, let's say they said, I want to go east. So the direction I'm giving them is going to east, but then from time to time they decide to go west, and then I don't have control as the GPS, but as the GPS, I keep reminding them that if you said you want to go east, so I keep telling them to go to that east. Unless the driver said, oh, I changed my mind, so I want to go west. Okay, you want to go west, then I'll go. That's the guide that I'll give you. So that's how I guide my clients. It all depends on them. And of course, the action will be in them, not me. I'm just there to guide them.
Wow. So when the GPS say recalculate route, if they
Yes.
come back to you, you will be able to help them recalculate maybe just a small difference in the route. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
So, my beautiful Shaminda, your turn to ask the girls questions, and you can ask me a question as well. And then we will be playing beautiful Wendy's commercial. I'm going to talk with Wendy first, play a commercial, and then talk to Benedict, play a commercial, and then we will see what's the time. So, my beautiful Shaminda, all over to you.
Okay, I'll start with you, Sanet. So I want to know your golden nugget to start with, and then tell us why you're helping a lot of people like this. I want to know why, because we have a calling. We believe it's a calling, and we have a drive, and it's a higher purpose. I understand that, but tell the world why you're doing it, and I'm sure everyone loves to hear that from you.
Oh, thank you, my beautiful Shamina. So I have the paparazzi pin for my golden nugget. So my golden nugget is if your why is big enough, you can do anything. You can do everything. Thank you. And I didn't know that you're going to ask me the question. So just give me 1 second. I wanted to show you. I'm sorry, here I am. I can only say it because I have done it. I have lost 165 pounds. So if your why is big enough, thank you, Wendy. You can do, oh, thank you, Shaminda. You can do anything, you can do everything. Thank you for that. For me, I'm in stewardship of God's plan. And for me, I really didn't feel unworthy enough. I didn't feel like even if I have put my hand up for I had brilliant ideas. They didn't give me the time of day, or they took my brilliant idea and then they got rewards, the management and up. So when I start losing the weight, I decided I want to love myself more than anything. And I love myself unconditionally. I got my voice. And so many ladies, especially ladies, do take care of other people and they forgot about themselves. So for me, the Diamond Beauties, 3.5 years that we have the group, I would share every day. Please take care of yourself. Love yourself first so that you have the ability to look after other people and your family and that you are worthy to come and tell your story on a TV show because your story can change somebody's life. Your story can be some point that that person say, but if she or he can have done that, I can do it. So for me, I am your voice amplifier, and I love that. I love being able to have this space and stages for incredible souls to share their wisdom. Thank you for asking so beautiful questions, Amanda.
Thank you, Sanet. So I'll move to Wendy. Actually, I know you do amazing things, and what I want to know is what inspired you to create Write Your Legacy, and Why do you believe it's so important for people to share their stories? I know why it's important. I've done it and you helped me, but I'm sure people would love to hear from you.
Mm. Why? So when so let me just kind of rewind about 27 years, and I used to write poetry and stuff all the different times, and then I had met a guy that discouraged me by saying, I don't like your work, but I wanted him to like me, and so I took my work and threw it into a dumpster at a local university I was attending. And 26 years later, I was at a prayer and worship service telling this story. Someone goes, never throw away a gift God gave you. So, not really understanding that that's what I had done, I went and prayed at the foot of the Heavenly Father for 3 days, or 2 days. And a couple days later, my gift was restored. And then he had asked me, do you want to help others? Because so many times I have asked people to write what I've planted on the inside of them, and they either one, don't know what to do, or two, they're not being obedient. And so I want you to help them. So that's kind of how I had come around to helping them. And most of the time, people will tell me, well, I feel called to do this, but they don't know where to start. And so that's kind of where I come in. I minister to them, I love on them, and then we go through the process. And it's not, I mean, I wrote and illustrated and published 6 books, 7 books in a year. So it's not hard. You just have to listen and step forward. And a lot of people want to know the end with the beginning. And we do not usually get that perspective. You have to step the first step in obedience first, and then the path will be revealed as you go along. And that's how I help them.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Okay, so moving to Bernadette, what are the biggest mistakes people make when planning for retirement, and how can they avoid them?
Well, I would say, based on my experience, like just to be themselves, because most of the time they compare themselves to others, and they have high or low expectation. What I would like is I help them just to be yourself, who you are, because the only person, especially now that you're retired, all your life, just like as Sanet mentioned, we take care of everyone. We forgot ourselves over the years wherein we work 40 hours for a job, and then when we go home we take care of family and everyone, friends and family, that we forgot about ourselves. That was the past. Now it's your turn. It's my turn to shine. And it's my turn to, just like you mentioned, to take care of yourself, because according to Martin Rivera, the very famous Filipino singer, said, the greatest love um the greatest love is to love yourself. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. So that's the song, and I would like to share to everyone. And actually, that I believe that is his winning piece. In order, that's why he became the famous singer, the Filipino singer in the Philippines. So that's what I would like. Thank you. So that's what I would like to share, especially to the Filipino retirees who spend all their time to their families, leaving nothing behind. And so it's like, I would not say that it was a mistake that they give everything. It's like when they were during their time, they give everything they have up to the last penny, and including their money, time, effort, and everything. And so now that they're retired, they have nothing. But if they don't have nothing, no worry, because at least we can start somewhere. And with my assistance, because I feel I am gifted to have that kind of intuitive connection, I know exactly who they are, what they are, because I've been there. So I want to let them know they're not alone. And here we are, as long as they join me in my community with like minded individuals, then all together we will make it happen. We will be the change that the world is looking for. Thank you.
Thank you. It's amazing. Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much.
Thank you. Do you have that? You must still remember to use your analytic bulb, light bulb. You must just tell me when must we use it. Okay. So, my beautiful Wendy, I'm going to ask you a question, and then afterwards, I will be playing your commercial. So, what I wanted to find out, when you have a client in front of you that have done a book already, and you tell them how the way that you work, because can I tell you, you also work so much different than other people. I've spoken to a lot of publishers. And the first thing you said that your book will go onto your Amazon account by yourself. You will get your own royalties. I was like, I love this girl. So please tell me, person have been through another publisher, they are the first time with you. What is your experience, and what is the outcome of your clients' happiness with the way that you are doing everything for them?
Um, so to kind of bring it all into a big picture is I am a big advocate of making sure that each author holds their own rights. Um, so I encourage them to get their own ISBNs or their copyright, which would be equivalent to wherever they are in the world. I can provide the ISBN. I just go on the copyright page as a publisher. But I also provide a document that says they still hold all of the control. This is not about control. Sometimes I'll do that just to save the money because I have 95 of them, so I may as well use them. Um, but my main thing is that I have them create their own KDP Amazon account, and then they fill it out all the way to the financials. And to build trust, I've never had anyone not trust me, but just for transparency, I always offer, if you want, you can be on Zoom with me, and we can put the book up there on the bookshelf with you watching me if you want, just to show proof that I don't go into the financial side and change anything there. But also, any changes that happens on Amazon is always alerted to the email that you put in there. So nobody can go do anything without you knowing. So a lot of times I'll say there'll be a 2-step verification. I'll say, hey, you're going to get a text message that I'm going in there. This is what I'm doing. And so I had just the reason why I have people create their own Amazon is because I don't want any royalties. I don't want to have to remember, oh, this is Chaminda's money. Hey, Chaminda, what's your Venmo? That's too much. Just too much. No. And plus, I'd have to constantly be paying attention to reports, and then I don't want that much paperwork. And it's much easier for you to just get the money, and then hey, look, like I've sold 10 books this month, or 100 books this month, or I've sold no books this month. Then you have the own ownership on whether or not things are doing well or not going well based on your own personal marketing efforts. So is that helpful to what you were wanting me to share, Sanet?
Yes, I'm sure of that, because I'm sure a lot of clients sitting in front of you, and you were the second book or third book day, and then they were very surprised the way that you are handling it, because I love the way that you are doing that.
Yeah.
So tell me, when you had to do your commercial, how did you feel to do a commercial, my beautiful one?
I mean, it was fun, no biggie.
Are you ready to see your commercial?
I am.
So, my beautiful viewers, here is beautiful Wendy's commercial. Just remember to look down in the show notes below. All of my beautiful guest details is in there. And then also the commercial will also be going out. So, are you ready? Here we go.
Your story isn't just your story, it's someone's survival guide. But what's stopping you from writing it? I get it. Life's busy. Self-doubt creeps in, and the idea of writing a book feels overwhelming. I've been there too. But here's the truth. Your journey has the power to inspire, heal, and transform lives. And that's why I created Legacy Writing Mastery, an 8-week guided program designed to help you write, structure, and complete your book with confidence. You'll get weekly assignments, live coaching sessions, and accountability you need to finally cross that finish line. And if you've been waiting for the right time to share your story, this is it. Spots are limited and we're starting soon. So enroll today and let's turn your story into a legacy that inspires the world because the world needs your story.
Wow. Thank you, my beautiful one. So, Benedict, may I ask you the following question? You have explained that you're almost like in the shoes of your clients. How important is it to so that your clients can feel your empathy and your compassion, basically they have to trust you with their livelihood, with their lives. How important is that?
Yes, that is like, I would say that's like bullseye. It's important for me to understand them. And the way to understand them is to listen. Because when I listen, that's why we have two ears. Our goal is to listen and shut my mouth. Just listen.
Exactly. Wait.
Yeah. Because sometimes it's funny, just simply listening, I'm already helping. Because sometimes, especially for women like me, retired, in especially my culture, we we come, it's like our generation, we were never given the time, the opportunity to speak. All we have to do is just like to receive orders. So now, because I feel what they feel, I've been what they've been through, and I've been helping a lot of people, and I see transformation when people compared, when others was already working them, but it seems like it's not working. But when I'm the one in there wherein all I do is to listen. I don't even say anything. And if I say something, just a little bit, I only give them suggestions, recommendations. I never give instruction. I never give advice. I let them be the one to advise themselves based on what they tell me and based on my recommendation. That's when I give them the power to be themselves, the power to make decision on yourselves. Unlike before, they were just given orders, especially for those people who work for
Okay.
what's in their heart. So this time, all they have to do is to be themselves. Just tell me what you want, because as a coach, it's just like as if you talk to a priest, whatever you tell me, it will be flushed out to the ground. It will never come out. The only thing that will come out is like you will turn into a beautiful butterfly flying out there so freely. It's like wherever you want to go, you are free. Like a beautiful butterfly, you can do anything you want, and the only thing you make happy is yourself. And regardless whatever people will tell you, because as long as you're doing the right thing, you're not hurting others, you're not hurting yourself, you live the life that you deserve, and that's it.
I actually have my butterfly glasses. My butterfly glasses is bought in the 80s. And one of the
Mhm.
ladies' mum in New Zealand gave me this is 80 glasses, Chaminda. Look, it's old, vintage. Look. So, my beautiful Benedict, how did it feel to make your commercial? I know your commercial was first in the vertical one for the shorts, but for us we needed the long one. So, how did it feel to do your own commercial? Because it came out beautifully.
Oh, well, whatever it is, but as long as it's described me, because sometimes I don't even worry what it is because it doesn't need to perfect. That's the thing that I would like to, that I'm keep telling to my clients, because they come to me so nervous. It's like I don't know what to do. There's a question, and then I tell them, when you are with me, all I have want you to is to relax. You don't have to worry. You don't need to be perfect, and you don't need to be like someone else. Just be yourself, just who you are. Because just who you are, if you become true to yourself, because right now when you come to me, you're like a seed. What we're gonna do is we will plant that seed into a beautiful tree that later on it will bear unlimited fruits that will light, that will fill the whole world. Even you are already gone in this world, you're still living. You're still sharing the fruits of your life. You, this you. you bring the purpose even when you're gone, and that's the most important thing, because from the fruits that you have, the fruits, enjoy the fruits that you have, you eat it, but then when you eat it, you will bring the, okay, so when you eat the fruit, then the fruit will then become the seed. We will not throw it away, the seeds, because what other retirees does, they throw away their seeds. But when my client come here, do not throw away the seeds, because I will help you plant the seeds in order to grow. And it only takes a spark. It only takes one time. All we have to do is put it in the ground, because we now have the seed. Because the seed is your skills, the experience, the talents, and that expertise that you have developed for all the years that you've been working with. And the only person who has that is you. And these young people are looking for that seeds that you have. So that's the way I deal with my clients.
I love it. I love it. Are you ready for your commercial?
Yes.
Here we go.
Hello, my name is Bernadette. When the kids moved out and I was finally free of responsibilities, I said, I'm retired. I thought life would finally feel peaceful, but instead, I felt lost. For years, I balanced family, career, and caring for loved ones. But when that chapter ended, I realized I had taken care of everyone except myself. I realized I wasn't alone. So many women feel the same way. If you're feeling lost or unsure about what's next, you don't have to go through it alone. Together, we'll navigate challenges, share our stories, and build a meaningful future. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Shaminda, skipping me now, do you have a question for Wendy and beautiful Bernadette?
Let me see. I think for Wendy, I have to actually add something because when I published my book, and I thought I published, and it was a mess. But Wendy came when I went to Wendy, and she got everything sorted. And oh my God, I felt so relieved after that. So if you don't know what you're doing, please contact Wendy, because get the professionals to do what they're good at. And I just wanted to add that on because I think she deserves that. Let me
Well,
just see.
Can I just mention something on that regarding please Shaminda? So Shaminda is came 2 weeks ago to the Soul Diamond Authors Journey. So the first he sent me his book with a cover, but I can tell you when you see the version that Wendy have done with the cover, it looked like a 360 and just wait for it. It looks 360 different, and I love it.
thank you. That's quite an honor. Thank you, Shaminda. Thank you, Sanet.
Okay, you can go ahead, Chaminda.
So let me. I had a question. How do you guide individuals in turning their personal experiences and expertise into a compelling book that truly resonates with readers? Because you might have your story, but that doesn't mean that people will resonate with it because you have a formula that will take them, that gives them like a meaningful way to present to the readers. So if you could maybe explain that to the people who are listening.
Sure. So, um, first of all, not and I know this may not come across the way it might be received, but not everything needs to be on Amazon. Not everything needs to be a published book. Some things are meant to be a personal journal between you and God and maybe your family. So, how do you know if it's meant to be for impact or for others? This is where I tell people to ask the Lord, is this meant to be for others? And so this isn't for me to determine. Also, if God, it's so I've had people go, I'll ask them, why do you want to write a book? And if they say, because everyone tells me I should, I stopped them and I said, you need to go to the Heavenly Father and ask him if that's meant for you. Because just because everybody says it doesn't mean God says to do it. So it's just very important. And then if you are clear, you know it in your inside knower, right? Which each of us have, then it's time to say, okay, what not everything needs to be public, right? Some things are meant to stay behind doors. But if you know that that detail could really resonate with somebody, or is something that you've been through in your life, in your personal life, in your business life, that could help change those lives, you have to identify, what is the pain point someone going to resonate with. And it's kind of like, okay, so we're going to break it down in a movie. I love the crowd. Oh. So the crowd, I got all confused. So, when you are watching a movie, have you ever watched a movie that you're like, that scene could have been not in there and it wouldn't have changed the storyline at all? Think about if a scene does it add to the story? Is it neutral to the story, or does it detract from the story? So we don't always need to have, I'm trying not to be overly graphic, a love scene in the middle of something that doesn't make sense, right? You've seen in Hollywood movies, oh, beautiful movie, something that doesn't make sense. Avoid the things that don't make sense to the whole story. Bring things that will change lives. And so, did something occur in your business life or your personal life that shaped that, and you overcame? We want to live in overcomers victory when it comes to our personal lives and our business lives. I just helped a group of authors, and it was my first collab book, and they have all shared how they overcame becoming disabled, being either they were born with a disability or something happened to them in life and they became disabled, and how they overcame it, and they live in victory. So if you're living in victory, let's write the story of what you use to overcome it. Some people, it comes very naturally to them. Some people, they had others come in alongside of them and help them to the other side to live a life of a purpose. All of us have life of purpose. So if we can help others achieve that purpose in life, then we've won.
Wow, my beautiful Wendy. Did you see the crown come up? My queen, my queen. I love it. Chaminda, we have about 4 minutes. So I would really, if you don't mind, I would really love Benedict to show us that light bulb. So my beautiful Benedict, can you tell us in about 2 minutes the light bulb that you have shared with us before the show? Because I thought it was brilliant.
Okay, thank you. Well, that's what I was saying. It's like I feel good and I'm very happy and very comfortable being a life coach, because I know that there's a lot of people who just don't know, get a lot of question. It's simply because they have not turned in their light bulb. All they have to do is just one touch. All have to do is to plug in their light bulb in order for their light bulb to create the lights that they're looking for. So that's it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, my beautiful one. So, are you ready for paparazzi?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Samantha, I'm going to start with you. What is your golden nugget? You can just state your golden nugget without explanation.
My golden nugget is give without expecting anything back.
Are you ready for paparazzi?
I am.
Here we go. My beautiful Whitney, what is your golden nugget?
Your book isn't just a dream. It's the key to unlocking impact, influence, and purpose.
I love it. Are you ready for paparazzi? Woohoo! I I love it. I love it. My beautiful Benedict, are you ready for pop? What's your golden nugget? I'm sorry, what's your golden nugget?
A golden nugget is intuitive connection. The intuitive connection is like I just need to connect, help you connect in order for you to turn on. It only takes a spark to turn on your light bulb,
I
and then all
love
you need
it.
is to connect.
I
Yeah,
love it.
thank
Are
you.
you ready for paparazzi?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, thank you. My beautiful viewers, I know that you have loved our show today. I was so excited. I am dancing here in front. So I want to say, my beautiful Wendy, Bernadette, and Chaminda, will you have a dance with me? Woo-hoo,
Yes.
woo-hoo.
Woohoo.
Thank you, thank
Yes.
you. My beautiful viewers, will you have a dance with us? They said yes, they said yes.
Yeah.
Here
Yeah.
we go. Woohoo!
Walking on sunshine or dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. From butterflies to eagles, oh, there's magic in that
I
flight.
love it, Wendy. I love it, Benedict.
Sprinkle me with fairy dust. Watch me take to the sky.
Bye bye,
Singing